Okay, so hopefully this is recording. Right, Kerwin said he likes to play the fried liver, so I'm going to let him play that, and I'll see if I can get into a line where I'm comfortable with it. We're both comfortable. So bishop c4, and then I'm going to bring my knight out to f6, so 2 knights defense against that. Cool. Let's see how he knows his theory. So he should go knight to g5, after which we'll have... Okay, so he doesn't want to take me on with it. So I think, yeah, what would have been a good idea for him there is continuing in the classic fried liver attack. So bring his knight to g5, then after d5, e takes. If knight takes on d5, then he'll have knight takes on f7. But I assume that he was worried if after knight g5, d5, pawn takes, I was going to play the best move, which is knight to a5. And after that, I think it would have been quite complex, and yeah, I might have had a bit of an advantage just purely from knowing the positions a bit more. But this is fine, and so because he hasn't done a thing, I'm tempted whether I'm just going to lock these pawns. Yeah, I think I might. So it would make more sense to get my bishop outside of the pawn structure and then lock it up, but I'm content with playing this quite slowly, I think. Yeah, the only thing which I'm worried about is if I play bishop c5 straight away, then he's got potentially knight takes on e5. After I recapture here, then imagine my bishop's on c5, I'll have a knight on e5, and he'll be able to play d4, forking the two pieces. So because of that, I'm just going to play it quite solidly, quite passively, you could say, because this bishop is obviously locked behind the pawns, but I'm not so fussed about that. I'm just going to play here in castle. So he can still come in with knight g5. Yeah, which he does. Okay, and I will just push. After pawn takes, we are still going to continue with this line. See how he does. Okay, so he didn't take. So again, I think the best move there probably would have been pawn takes pawn, because it puts more pressure on my c6 knight. This is fine though. I think the difference here is that I can potentially take this pawn now, because I'll have two pieces defending it. He's just got one. Though I'm not too fast. I think what I'd rather do is I'd rather recapture with the knight and not double my pawns. So I'm going to kick his knight back, and then this way, when I recapture this pawn, I can take it with my knight. Cool, so that's my thinking so far. Something which I should have mentioned as well is that this screen recorder is only limited to 5 minutes. So I'll probably have to break this up into little chunks. And yeah, you can see the different parts. But yeah, so just simple plan at the moment. This knight that's defending the pawn, we're going to kick it back. Okay. So we're getting a little bit adventurous. I like it. I like it. The only trouble is, though, I can do queen takes pawn, and then I'll have two pieces under attack. Okay. We've managed to develop another piece. So this is fine. Probably bishop takes knight. Makes most sense. Because this comes with check, I have to respond to it, and I don't have time to capture the knight here. If bishop takes knight, probably makes most sense to recapture my queen, which keeps these pawns nice and together, but also potentially means I can play something like bishop here, castle long. Yeah, we're going to get this. So after the knight moves back, I can potentially pin that, actually, and then castle queenside. And all of my moves have followed quite nicely. h6 actually works quite well because it lends support to a g5 push. So yeah, we'll continue with our plan. And this actually also comes with the threat of e4. So we'll pause this one here.